and welcome back to BKNY Hoops. If you're new to the channel, I am your host as always, Rashid White. All right, let's get into it over here. This story comes out of the New York Post, but NetsWire actually really covered this story. And you see the title, you see the thumbnail there. KD would have stayed with the Brooklyn Nets if Ben Simmons was actually healthy. And I don't know if this is true or not. I mean, but more so, it can't be actually true. But let's get into the story. Let's get into it here. And let me see. On Tuesday, Brian Lewis of the New York Post wrote an article about how Simmons played on Monday. Throughout the piece, there are quotes from Simmons talking about how it felt to play in the game and quotes from head coach Jacques Vaughn about what he saw from Simmons in the game against the Los Angeles Lakers. So, in the middle of the piece, there's a sentence that seems to bring Kevin Durant back in the picture and make it appear that Durant was willing to stay with the Nets as long as Simmons was healthy. Here's what Lewis wrote with regards of what the source told him pertaining to Durant's leaving Brooklyn because of the uncertainty around Simmons' health. If Simmons had been healthy last season, sources said told the Post that Kevin Durant likely would have stayed on in Brooklyn even without Kyrie Irving. So yeah, that's more than likely it's probably true because he went to Phoenix without Kyrie Irving and he found Devin Booker, and I don't blame KD because it's hard. I mean, listen, you got to carry a team offensively. I challenge any one of you guys to go out there. If you're a good basketball player, go out there, pick a squad full of guys that just learn how to play the game or guys that's not as good, and then actually go out there and have to carry that team and actually play defense. I mean, it's daunting, man. I mean, it's really, really hard. It's physically, mentally draining. So, guys that actually doesn't know how to play. So there goes all that notion was saying, yo, man, Ben Simmons is horrible and KD didn't want to play with him and all this nonsense that you heard from, people out there. I won't say any names. But what Sean Marks actually really should have done was actually convince Kevin Durant to actually say, hey, listen, and you saw the sample size. They won 22 games. There was 20 out of 22 games with Ben Simmons actually starting. There was times he had to come off the bench with that Kyrie Irving suspension. They needed somebody to actually run the second unit. Not everybody's a great ball handler in the NBA. There's certain levels to different players right there. So when Kyrie came back, I mean, they won a lot of games together, and that was like a championship, easiest championship KD would have actually had. Because if Ben was actually healthy, I mean, you could just have Kevin Durant just stay out there and actually be a decoy pretty much and just catch and shoot threes, or maybe just, at times put the ball on the floor, or Ben Simmons can screen for, you put Ben at the 5 and you put, Ben Simmons can actually screen KD's man, and now that's a switch right there. It forces whoever's at the 5 to actually come up and challenge Durant. I mean, there was so many different ways they can actually, go from an offensive standpoint, man. So that team was I'm so disappointed in Sean Marks. Should have said to Kevin Durant, hey, listen, you were injured too. You had an Achilles injury, all right? We waited for you. We signed you even though you were injured. And by you going to the Phoenix Suns, and I said this from the beginning, a lot of people thought back then, a lot of analysts, so-called analysts that you see on television was saying that, oh, well, this is a guaranteed championship with Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. And I'm like, no, because as soon as the Denver Nuggets actually got Aaron Gordon, I was like, it's over. I remember when Aaron Gordon was actually with the Orlando Magic. I mean, he used to destroy us. He used to annihilate us. I mean, he's 6'10", fast twitch muscles, could put the ball on the floor, could shoot the threes. I mean, he's tough. And then they weren't asking Aaron Gordon to actually go out there and be that main guy. He was just using him as a role player, pretty much. So, I mean, I played against guys like that, like hyper athletic guys like that, like Aaron Gordon. I mean, you need to be you need a Ben Simmons, you need a Giannis, you need like a Kawhi Leonard, or somebody like that, like somebody that physical, that big, to actually really kind of stop Aaron Gordon from, like, you know, destroying you. So Sean Marks should have actually told him that. But Kevin Durant is Kevin Durant. KD is KD. And I wish Sean Marks, I don't know how the man even just keeps his job, pretty much. You know, listen, all you had to do, and I'm not saying, because I don't know, like, any like A players are going to come to the Brooklyn Nets, being that Sean Marks is actually there. There's a lot of cats that are actually cool with Kyrie Irving. However you may feel about him, you know, you have to. It's 20 something other teams in the NBA, man. You know, guys, when Giannis comes up, or let's say, let me see, I'm trying to think of players that's like good players that like could be. I don't know. I mean, it's late when I'm doing this video, man. My brain is fried right now. But all you had to do was just keep KD and keep Kyrie. That's all you had to do. Keep them happy. You know, they actually, out of the 29 something other teams, they chose you to actually come to. And you screwed that up. Sean Marks actually screwed that up. And I know Kyrie wasn't no angel, but like I said, for the sake of the franchise and for the, all you had to do was just keep these two guys happy. And you could have got other superstar players that actually come to the Brooklyn Nets. Now, the only smart thing I see Sean Marks actually did was not listening to the stupid pundits out there and not trading Ben Simmons. You know, and we'll talk about some of the roster moves and give them a grade. That's going to, all that's to be determined. That TBD right there, that will be actually determined right there. But, so what do you guys actually really think about this over here? You think Durant's actually telling the truth? A healthy Ben Simmons? I mean, because you had, like I said, a three-headed dragon between Nick Claxton, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons. I mean, all three guys are long. They're damn near 7 feet. They all could switch. And man, I'm just so mad, man. I'm just so mad. I mean, I don't know how Sean Marks keeps his job, man, after losing like two superstars like that. Now, granted, Kevin Durant isn't like the healthiest thing out there. He's not. I mean, you saw what happened this past season in the layup line. He sprained his ankle. But like I think this year, I mean, look at the way Ben Simmons actually looks, man. Right now in the 2 games we just seen. I mean, just it looks really, really, really healthy, man. I understand why Kevin Durant definitely wants to play with him, man. You want to play with guys that actually really knows how to play and that has a high basketball IQ. And so I will wrap this video up. It's a sad day. Hopefully Mikal Bridges can actually morph into something. I mean, he's the real gem that Cam Johnson, other guys are just really throw-ins. But hopefully Mikal Bridges actually morphs into something. We didn't get it really too much for KD at all. I think we could have got way better. But it is what it is. I don't want to be the type of guy that actually harps on the past. All right. I will definitely wrap this video up. Definitely like, comment, subscribe, certainly share this video. When you share the